Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be looking at what I think are the worst formations in FIFA 23. We did a best formations video where I looked at what I think are the top 5 formations in the game. If you want a quick summary of those, you can watch the video in full detail to obviously get more of an idea of what I really like. And I show it in the actual video, the best formation one, the custom tactics and how I'd set them up. But the formations were 4-4-2, 4-2-2, 4-3-2-1, 5-4-1, where is it? Yeah, there, and 3-4-2-1. Now in this video, we are going to be looking at the worst ones. Now there is a caveat I have to say. I feel like more than ever, every formation on FIFA can be made somewhat usable just with the way tactics and more so the instructions are set up now. I think some, though, just aren't as good in general, don't offer as much versatility. The player instructions across the board aren't as good. Like centre mids just don't have as good player instructions, in my opinion, as CDMs. Doesn't mean a centre mid formation can't be good. And some formations, they just hold too many weaknesses to be good at a high level, in my opinion. So we're going to go through pretty much all the formations, and the ones that I don't think are very good that I would recommend not using, we will mention more in depth and say why. If you guys disagree, please let me know in the comments. Feel free to share the tactics you'd use. If you agree, of course, let me know. And let me know in the comments if there's any particular formations you've tried that you really wanted to make work, but you just couldn't. Let's have a discussion about formations. So, the first formation you can see on there is the 4-5-1. The 4-5-1 is one that I don't think is particularly great. Honestly, any formation that has one striker is going to be a pretty tough one to make work on FIFA, in my opinion. Is it impossible? Definitely not. There are some good one striker formations, like I did say. I do feel pretty much every formation has potential to be fairly good. The 4-5-1, though, I think has quite a lot of limitations. I think it's worse than the 4-2-3-1. So you're already being held back a bit by that, in my opinion. Are you sick of getting out-teamed on FIFA? Want more coins to build that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out utnice.com, the best place to buy coins for FIFA 23. They're simple, easy to use. Use code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out utnice.com today. One strike is not very good. The gap between the centre mid and the rest of the team is a bit limited. And it's one of these, I would just be using the 4-2-3-1. So whilst the 4-2-3-1 is pretty good, you're probably thinking, how's this a bad one? It's basically just a worse version of a decent formation. 4-2-3-1, I think, has its limitations. Its patterns aren't as good as it used to be. Its strengths aren't as profound? Don't know if that's the right word, but aren't as good as they used to be. And why would you play a not great formation and pick a worse version of it? 4-1-4-1. Maybe a decent tactic in terms of seeing out a game, but as an overall formation, I don't think this is very good. Very limited going forward. Doesn't have the 5, like some of the limited forward formations are like the 5 backs, but you have 5 defenders, so you're very, very good defensively. I think you could get something out of this formation, getting your players to attack and go forwards. However, why would you bother doing that and leaving yourself open in the middle? I just think, again, formations that can do what this does well, but do a lot of what this thing does bad in a better way. 4-2-3-1, pretty good. 4-2-3-1-2, don't think it's great. I think, though, it's better than the 4-5-1 because you get a cam in the middle and 2 centre mids to hold. 4-5-1-2, honestly, probably even worse than the 4-5-1. Very limited going forward. 3 centre mids. Maybe you can do some patterns in there, but I don't think it's very good. 4-4-1-1. Decent. I wouldn't bother using it, though. I think the 4-4-1-1 is basically a hybrid of the 4-4-2 and 4-2-3-1 without the obvious strengths that those formations have as much. Usable. Not bad. I don't think it's bad at all, but I don't think it's a top formation. Now the 4-1-2-1-2, the narrow diamond, or the 4-3-1-2, very similar formations. I would love to say they're brilliant and very good, and on previous FIFAs they definitely were times where they were some of the top meta formations. However, the way FIFA's gone, I think you really, really need width. And I think pace and through balls are very good on this game. So in a game where pace and through balls are really important, width's more important than ever because you can use that pace out wide. So the only way this formation's getting width is by getting your fullbacks to attack. And when your fullbacks attack, and you need both of them to attack to get any width, you leave yourself with two centre-backs. You could put the CDM to drop back, but then you don't have a CDM. So there's just too many things that this formation has to do to make it work. And when it does that, there's too many weaknesses. So whilst this formation and the 4-3-1-2 can be brilliant going forward, I just think it's way too open on a game where through balls, counter-attacks, pace are important. So I wouldn't be using it. This one just leaves too many gaps. The cam and CDM, I think there's too many gaps, so I don't think it's very good. 4-2-2, very good. 4-1-3-2, don't really see why you'd use this over some of the more meta ones. The 4-3-3s, I think they're all fairly solid. I think the best one in terms of what you can get out of it is the 4-3-3-5. I think the 4-3-3 normal is very similar. It's just a striker instead of a centre forward. Whereas in this, I think the centre forward, with the way I would recommend playing the 4-3-3, with forward runs, getting your centre mids to bomb forward, I think the centre forward links it up better. Do I think these ones are good? And they're okay. I think, which one is it? I think the one with two CDMs and I think the centre mid. I think this one's a bit crap. I think too many issues with that. I think these are okay. I just don't think you get as much out of these as you do the 4-3-3-5. And I think that formation has to do too much as well with too many weaknesses. 4-3-2-1, best formation in the game in my opinion. 4-2-4, very good formation for all-out attack. It can be very good situationally to counter-attack and counter formations like the 5-4-1 or 3-4-2-1. However, it will leave you open, so it does have weaknesses, but it can be good if you want to go high risk, high reward as a counter formation. The 5-back formations, I think they're quite limited in a few ways. I think the 5-4-1 is definitely very good on new gen, potentially the best formation on there. I think on old gen, I don't think 5-back's very good. I think what you need to do to get out of it, I think, doesn't work as well. So for me, I wouldn't really be using the 5-back on old gen. I think they're some of the worst formations on there. They may be good for seeing out a game, but they don't suit old gen as much. Faster pace, get away from defenders easier. New gen, they're very good, and I think the 5-4-1's the best on there. The 3-backs, I think they're pretty good. I think they're better on old gen where the game's more open and attacking. I think they're very good as all-out attack formations. I think most of them aren't the best as default formations that you'd want to use for the majority of the game, but they definitely can work. I just think they're very open, so probably do suit old gen more. Like I said though, there's a lot of great formations, a lot of ways I don't think there's a formation on this game that I could not make work in a decent way. It's just if we're looking to be as successful as possible, looking to get the most consistent best results for the average player, certain formations are just going to allow you to do that easier, in my opinion. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for the support on the channel as always. Keep it spicy. See you guys in the next one. Peace.